I have to make a correction. So instead of comment on my other video, I'll just make the correction in a new video here. I'm a BAKA. I guess to keep fingers rounded. I was very short on time, and in the rush had left in commercial time and OP and ED time in my calculations of price guessing Heaven's Feel with the stats. So sometimes you regret what you toss out there, or toss out there in a hurry. You know, I'm trying to create content. Everybody is as fast as they can, but let's try this one more time. But even so, the numbers could still be off. I'm just trying to do my best here. You know, I don't have the exact numbers, but anyhow, we got UBW at around 672 minute, which is, I think, 53% higher than Heaven's Feel is going to be. And then we got, if we remove the opening in EDs, the OP and EDs, that brings it down to 597, and that brings it down to 40% more than Heaven's Feel. But 53, that was very significant. That's crazy, way too much of a difference for Heaven's Feel. But you remove those, it brings it down to 40%. And then I think if you remove the 3 double-length episodes, reducing it to 1, and then you take out the OVA. I had the OVA in there, and not excluding the special, but if you take those out, I think it reduces it down to 16% difference. 16 to 19%, depends how you calculate it. I think it's 16%. If I calculated that right. You know, I'm assuming I did all the numbers right. I probably fudged a bunch of numbers, not on purpose. So if you take all that stuff out, it seems to be a 16% difference with Heaven's Feel. That's a much different ballpark than 53% or even 40%. That's a much, much different ballpark. That makes it much more realistic sounding to fit everything in. But as I said before, people have been saying, who are totally familiar with the content. I've only seen a couple spoilers or whatever the case. But supposedly to people, this is the longest arc. So you would imagine it would need more time than UBW. Hopefully, this is the darkest arc. Hopefully it's more along the lines of Fate Zero than all sunshiny and happy UBW, you know. I'm liking the lighting and color usage and all that from what we've seen in the trailer. So anyhow, if they cut out some chit-chatting, quite simply, which is very possible, if they do that, and if they, you know, thus kind of keep it a little bit more to the action, you know, I mean, they're going to have some chatting, but, you know, keep it to the action a little bit more so, consistent with the action rather than so much talking, and no info dump. If they do no info dump, you know, don't treat everybody as a noob to the series. If they do that, it might very well possibly turn out that it's going to be great. It has the potential to be great. At the very least, it's going to be good. You know, people were concerned about the pacing, and thus I get concerned about the pacing. So I just like to create the discussion there. So we'll see. But anyhow, so you got the 360-minute trilogy. I think that brings it down to, if you slice it and dice it, you go to about $57 if you compare the price. So $57 a piece for Heaven's Feel movies. I think that is the fair price according to what I calculated. I might have botched the figures, I don't know. But anyhow, so I think along the lines of, 30 for DVD, 60 for movie, to maybe, 45 for DVD to 90 for Blu-ray limited edition is possible. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, $60 a piece for DVD and $120 for Blu-ray, or even higher than that. I wouldn't be surprised, potentially, but I doubt it would go much higher than that. But I'm just saying it might be possible. It depends. But anyhow, I'm gonna guess. I think I'm gonna stick to my other guess, even with the different figures and botched specs. I think I'm gonna botched stance. I think I'm gonna stick to my guess of 50 for DVD and 100 for Blu-ray limited edition. Now, I'm gonna hope for a world different. I'm going to hope for 25 for DVD and 50 for Blu-ray. I would even hope for less than that. Obviously, lower the better, the more people can afford this, but this is going to be Aniplex, so I'm predicting it to be pricey. I think we can expect that. So a ticket alone I saw somewhere was $25. $25. I don't like when things become a cash cow, but I'm sure it will be pretty great. And in the meantime, I wait to react to it. And I think I'm going to have to react to it sooner than later, but I'll talk about that in my next Heaven's Feel video. And that's going to be a doozy. Wow. It's going to be a very interesting discussion on that one. So we'll see. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know your guess. The whole point of me making a Heaven's Feel guess video with botched stats was that people would throw out their own guesses. I think it's fun to guess the price. So just feel free to guess, and let's see who's right. Let's see who gets it right, who has bragging rights. One copy of Heaven's Feel movie trilogy, Blu-ray limited edition, to whoever guesses it right at your own expense. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. Take care, cool.